What could you do to protect your pets if you're sick or injured? My product, Save My Pet ID tag, helps you ensure that your beloved pets are safe and well cared for, even when life isn't what you expect.
Are you ready to enjoy the ultimate doggy vacay? I mean, one that will unleash memories forever, and one that also raises money and awareness for cancer treatment for dogs. Our special guest today brings out the fun and best in dogs and their humans at a place called Wild Blue Dog Camp in beautiful Lake Tahoe, California. And she's also helping pets with cancer. Please welcome to our show the founder of Wild Blue Dogs, the nonprofit. She is Victoria Rhodes. Welcome, Victoria.
Thank you.
All right.
Glad to be here today.
And hey, pet pals, later in the show, we're going to bring on a two-time camp enthusiast, somebody who brought their dog Snowball twice and has enjoyed this camp. She is Erin Fenstermaker from Dallas, so stay tuned to her. But let's dig into you right now, Victoria. How did you come up with an idea of a dog camp that is open to both dogs and their people?
I studied dog camps. There are several throughout the country. The biggest would be Camp Gone to the Dogs on the East Coast. And then I attended a camp, one of those camps, and really enjoyed it when I had my dog Willie. And unfortunately, Willie got cancer. And I was so frustrated with the limited amount of resources, the limited amount of information, and decided that really this tragedy was going to be turned into a triumph. This camp is a legacy to that dog.
Tell us about Willie. What kind of dog and what type of cancer?
He was a Welsh Terrier.
Oh.
And so he about a 25-pounder, full of spunk and spirit, and had just a great attitude about life. Dog camp was his favorite thing in the world. And so we became repeat campers. And then he was diagnosed with transitional cell carcinoma, which is bladder cancer.
Ooh.
We were given a very poor prognosis, which he outlived by 10 times. And yes, there is so much hope out there. There is so much treatment out there. I mean, do not give up on your dogs.
I like that.
Sadly, a lot of us are going to be hearing diagnoses that we don't like. The odds of getting cancer are now almost 1 in 2.
That's sad. I know. And I know certain breeds seem to be more at risk, like golden retrievers and things like that.
They get specific types of cancers. The breeds generally get a breed-specific cancer. They're more likely to get certain types.
Okay.
But mixed breeds are getting cancer at exactly the same rate. So buying a mixed breed is no guarantee. It used to be, mixed breeds are healthier. You don't have all those congenital problems and things like that. That is not the case with cancer anymore. Unfortunately, we're all at risk.
So this camp, Wild Blue Dog, tell us, because people sign up for it, and proceeds. Tell us where the proceeds go.
The proceeds go to treating people whose dogs have cancer that are unable to afford their cancer treatments. We've had a great number of life remissions where dogs have really been cured. They're no longer they're negative for any kind of sign of disease. And we've had a great number, a lot of time we've been able to buy owners and their pets.
I mean, I don't know about you, but every day I'm with my dogs, Kona and Emma, and my cool cats. Let me get it right. Casey, Rusty, Baxter, and Mikey. I feel that's a good day.
Yes, it is. Every day that you get to spend with someone you love is a very good day. And so those life extensions are important. And we're able to buy comfort for the dogs. We're able to buy time for their families. And it has turned out to be a real blessing for me, because I really feel like we're taking something back that is being taken from us.
I know Willie's up in dog heaven smiling down on you. What were you doing prior to running the Wild Blue Dog Camp?
I was a housewife.
All right.
Yeah, I was just taking care of my husband, playing with my dog. I mean, I had a wonderful
Something
life.
got you, though. Something motivated you.
Well, grief
Willie.
is a great motivator. You
Yeah.
either get depressed or you get busy.
I like
And
that.
I got
Yeah.
busy. And
So do
I
you
started-
live in Lake Tahoe?
Yes, I do.
Oh, what a beautiful part of the country. Whether it's
Yes.
snowing or it's got sunshine. I used to live in California in the San Diego area. I love Lake Tahoe. So how hard was it for you to create a camp and how many acres? I understand a lot of it's kind of fenced in somehow.
Yes, it is an entirely fenced facility. It's 33 acres.
Wow.
It's absolutely beautiful. It is owned and maintained by the 4-H group,
Oh.
4-H children's programs.
Nice.
And twice a year, we have a week in the spring and a week in the fall that we do. The whole place goes to the dogs. And we take over the facility. So it is just us, including a private beach, a private dock, huge fields. We do lure coursing. We do canine good citizen testing and therapy classes. We do agility. We do every kind of canine activity, everything that is fun for your dog. Some of the classes are learning like basic life skills, like learning to walk loose on a leash.
Yeah. Is
we
that
are
is that for the pet parent or the dog?
Truthfully, it's mostly for the pet parents, but the dogs do go along, and the dogs are good spirited about it. They put up with the learning and they love it because they're getting played with all day long. I mean, when you go to dog camp, your only job is to get up in the morning, come to camp and play with your dog. And that is a week well spent.
Oh my
That will
gosh.
be your happiest week of the year.
All right. What kind of dogs do you have now?
I currently do not have a dog.
So you're a dog mom to all the ones that come to the camp, right?
Yes, that's exactly right. I feel like I've got a few hundred dogs that are all
Or the
mine.
aunt. You're the possum aunt. How's that? You're the possum
Yes.
aunt. So
I
how
am
many
the
dogs
foster
could
camp.
come to this camp?
We've had up to 130 dogs. It is
Wow.
a 33-acre facility, and we've never had a single issue. The dogs are all very happy to be there. We have certain protocols in place where keep space between your dogs, watch for nervous dogs. We have yellow bandanas that dogs that need a little more space wear so that you just give them a little bit more room.
Do you have any
Tie
bandanas for
dogs,
anybody
puppies.
being to the person? Do you have any bandanas for people being a little unruly?
We have thought that there were a few campers that did need some yellow bandanas, but truthfully, there are so many. It's such a happy environment. You're surrounded by wagging tails. It is
Yeah.
absolutely breathtakingly beautiful, and you have no responsibilities. Your lodging is taken care of. All the meals are provided. So really, all you have to do is show up and eat, pick your classes.
That's heaven on
to
earth
the
to me. That's heaven on earth to me, Victoria.
Yes.
I mean,
is.
does everybody have their own little cabin, or are we in pup tents? What's the deal for sleeping?
Well, you have some options on that. You
Okay.
can either stay at the facility, which are like state campground cabins. So there are small cabins with just basic, there's electricity, there's bunk beds, but the showering and bathroom facilities are in a different building.
Well,
So
that's
it
like
is just
camping.
yes, it is just exactly like camping. But for those of us who want a little bit more comfort, I have arrangements with a wonderful hotel, the Tahoe Beach Retreat and Lodge here in town. And we take a whole block of rooms. And that's where if you want your own bed, your own privacy, your own bath, the campers stay there.
Okay.
So, and it is about a 5 or 6 minute drive from that
That's not
hotel
bad.
down to the 4-H facility. So it's very close. And campers arrive in the morning, play all day, and then go back and are able to put their feet up in a nice, comfy bed. I like staying on site because I like to go to sleep there and wake up in the morning in this beautiful paradise.
Exactly. We're going to talk more with Victoria Rhodes. She is the genius behind Wild Blue Dog Camp in Lake Tahoe. And we're going to bring on Erin Fenstemaker. She has brought Snowball, her cool dog, not once, but twice to the camp. So we're going to get a firsthand idea of what camp life is like. So you all know the drill. We got to sit, stay. We'll be right back.
Hey, have you heard? Four-Legged Life has a new digital newsletter. Here, let me show you how you get yourself subscribed. So you just type in Four-Legged Life, and that'll take you to the website. There we go. And this magic thing just appears, and you type in your email address. I'll use, let's see, how about coolestdogever@gmail.com. That's me. And then you just click on this thing here. There you go. It's the new digital newsletter from Four-Legged Life. Get subscribed today.
I'm thinking of a dream vacation, and it's in Lake Tahoe, and it would be with my dogs like Kona and Emma, and it would be at a place called Wild Blue Dog Camp. And the camp, all the proceeds go to help benefit cancer treatment and research. We've been talking with the camper, the head camper, the top dog, and we're talking to Victoria Rhodes. But you know what? Let's bring in somebody who's brought their dog in twice to the camps, and that is my good friend, Erin Fenstemaker from Dallas, Texas. And for those on YouTube, we've got a cutie pie named Snowball. Welcome also to the show, Erin.
Thank you, Arden.
And give us a quick 411 on that cutie pie, because you adopted her when she was a little bit older.
Yeah, so Snowball was a foster dog of mine when she was about 9 years old. And I had lost my previous dog, Peanut, about 3 months prior. And Snowball comes in, and I had no intention of actually adopting another dog. There was something about her that I just was mesmerized by. And so I ended up adopting her. So she was 9 when I fostered her. She's now 11 and a half. And in those 2.5 years that I have had her, I've really prioritized trying to have her live an amazing and full life. Exactly. And so as an example, we participate in agility here in Dallas. And she's fortunately so well behaved that I really can take her in just about anywhere. And so I try to do that. I try to always find places that I can go and bring her and enjoy the environment.
So how did you find out about Victoria Rhodes' Wild Blue Dog Camp? Because Dallas to Lake Tahoe is a little distance.
Yeah, I work in the pet industry myself. I work for an investment bank called Bird's Eye Advisory Group. We happen to sell a pet company whose founders live just about 20 minutes from where the camp actually takes place. And we were there visiting them. And they mentioned that one of their colleagues had gone to the camp. And so myself and Carol Frank, my business partner with Bird's Eye, heard about this and was like, what is this? What is this camp thing? And so we learned that it's a week-long camp where essentially you think about, I never went to camp as a kid, but if I did, it would be doing activities all day. But in this case, you get to do them with your dog.
Nice.
And so I learned that there were just a huge variety of things to do with your dog. And I thought, okay, this sounds like a bonding activity that I want to do with my dog. And there's also a lot of things that you can learn to help make their lives more enriched and better. So I signed up and went to the first camp last September in 2023. And then I just returned from the camp. I went again in June of this year.
Oops, I did it again.
Did it again. Yeah.
Well, let's ask Victoria Rhodes. You do get a lot of repeaters, which shows that how much they love the camp. What's your take on Snowball and Erin? They came back.
They did and had a wonderful time. Snowball's got her own little cadre of friends. So they make doggy friends. And you meet lots of like-minded people. It's a great experience for both camper and dog. And Erin and Snowball fit in perfectly. As a matter of fact, Erin describes Snowball as the perfect dog. And she really is. She's been a great little camper for us.
Yeah.
And
I heard there's a game you play called Find My Car Keys.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that game, Victoria? That sounds like fun. Because the dogs have good noses.
Very good noses. We have an scent work instructor, and we have a number of classes, of which Find My Keys is just one. And using those magnificent noses of theirs, we hide the keys, and then the dogs are expected to find them. And then this turns out to be a very useful tool at home. When you lose something, misplace your keys, or you misplace the remote for the TV or something, you can give them those cues, and they know what they're looking for, and they can use that nose to find. And it really uses a lot of their brain power to use all of those olfactory nerves. And so the dogs are very happy to do it, as engaging a part of their brain that really it's their number one sense. So this is something that they'll really take to naturally and that they really enjoy. And then they're very pleased with themselves because they have found what they were looking for.
Now, there's a lot of different games and all. You have professionals there that can help pets. I wanted to ask Erin, what was something you and Snowball really enjoyed?
Snowball is a senior, so she's 11 and a half. And one of the things that I really appreciated about the camp was that it really caters to dogs of all ages. So if you happen to have a younger, higher energy dog, they have different courses and hikes and things that you can do that will be ideal for those types of dogs. But then there are things that you can do with older dogs, things we can learn about how to ease them into becoming a senior, and things about their nutrition and their flexibility and all of those kind of things. So I love the fact that you have this really wide range of things to choose from that you can do every day. And so if you happen to have an older dog that can't maybe do a 3 to 5 mile hike, that's not a big deal, because there's a lot of things to choose from. And I really appreciated that. And then I also have to say, the hiking aspect, the location is one of the most beautiful places I have ever been in the world. You cannot take a bad picture while you're at camp, because the surroundings are so incredibly beautiful. Not only do we get to experience them on the beach, but we also can go off of the campus to do guided group hikes. And so we get to see a little bit more of Lake Tahoe. And it just, you absolutely fall in love with the area while you're also happen to be bonding with your dog, meeting a lot of other like-minded people. So all of those things, I think, in combination are what speak to me to why I would want to continue to do it, and why, frankly, I've seen campers that have been doing 10, 12, 13 camps because they see the value, and it's a vacation for them as much as it is for their dog, but it's like Disneyland for dogs.
You get a lot of repeaters. Do you have a number of someone who's done it the most?
I would have to look that up because I have so many regular repeaters, and I was fortunate enough to get people that started coming 7 years ago. And now we've been doing this for 7 years, and those campers have been with me the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
So I've been very blessed with such reliable people that have had such a good time and bringing their dogs. I've watched their dogs grow up over the years and move from some of those like very energetic, we need to go on 2 hikes a day activities, and move into some of the other classes. We do a very wide.
Give us a few examples. We've got about a minute left. Give us a few examples. We talked about find the keys. We know they can go in the boat safely with a life jacket, but what's some other things?
Well, we have kayaking and paddleboarding with your dog, where we have an instructor who teaches water sports on how to do those things safely. Swimming. A lot of dogs just thrash around in the water. They're not actually swimming. And so it's a great to be able to remove a fear from your dog. We've got classes on how to get them to do tricks. We do lots of tricks classes because you can do that at any age.
Yes.
Classes can work for any age. And we have a number of those, anything from find your antlers to follow a trail to find a particular scent. We've got fabulous agility classes of all levels for all people. We've got nutrition classes. I've taught how to bake homemade dog cookie classes. We really do have a broad array. Something for everyone.
For Gordon Ramsay, we have Victoria Rhodes and her new dog cuisine show. There you go. I just gave you a new. Bottom line.
One other thing I would add is Victoria assembles some of the best trainers in the country for this. And so not only are we taking these classes, but these are world-class trainers that are often the top in their field doing it. So to me, it's you just have no idea how much value that you get from being there because of the team that Victoria assembles.
Well, I want to say at this time, I salute you, Victoria Rhodes, for using your compassion, and having been motivated by your late great dog Willie to deal with cancer treatment and research with the proceeds from this beautiful, fun camp, Wild Blue Dog Camp. What's the website again for that, Victoria?
www.wildbluedogs.org.
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life. Make sure to subscribe so you're up to date with all of our Four-Legged Life content. Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life.